Hey guys, so this is the third video and we are talking about fear elimination. This fear elimination process is in my book, Love, Sex, and Money, which I have copies of here at the office, or you can also get it in the form of the Journey to Female Empowerment on Amazon. Best to search my name under books. I think that's the easiest way to pop everything up. And I'll try to remember to put the links in, or you can private message me for this information. What you'll find in these books and materials is that I have written out the language. So if you're a reader, you're going to want to get copies of this. And then once I advance this manual, of course, you'll have access to the full manual. I'm piecing it back together right now. And so just be patient with me as I put these things together. So the fear elimination. Fear is something that holds most people back. It's deeply rooted in our system. It is an emotion on the water meridian. So the more that you can find flow in your life, the easier it is to move beyond fear. So movement, flow, moves you beyond fear. Paralyzed will is actually a form of fear where you get so stuck that you can't move forwards. There are emotional healing techniques to take care of the emotion and the traumatic imprint that happened in this emotion. I also feel that this fear elimination is just a broad, widespread way to eliminate fear. Now, you can eliminate worry and doubt, and you can do any form of elimination in your circles, in your groups, in your workshops, and in your sessions. So depending on what comes up, you can always eliminate. And the elimination process is basically using statement, breath, and meditation to move beyond the blocks that are holding you back. So your client may be saying, I have fear, I have fear, I have fear, or you just may be sensing that they're holding back and you're like, why is this person holding back? You can always suggest a fear elimination. Or if fear is too delicate of a word to bring up in session, you can also just say, do you want to eliminate some of this emotional residue, or do you want to eliminate some of this blockage that's in your system? Let's do what I call a fear elimination. And so, oops, not writing. Why would we use a fear elimination? Because the person just isn't taking action in their life. They're not feeling their feelings. They're not open and expressive. There are so many reasons. Fear will restrict and hold you back from your true life purpose. It masks your true authentic self, and it is manipulative, devious, and very cunning. So it's a dark, low vibration emotion. Now, fear can be masked as excitement, or excitement can be masked as fear. So sometimes you want to ask, is this excitement or is it fear? Because they ride on the same pathway. Like excitement is, oh, I'm so excited to do this, I can't wait. And a lot of people get stuck in, oh no, that's fear, because it has the same kind of nervous energy. So when you're dealing with fear, you just sometimes in the more evolved forms, you want to check to make sure it's not excitement if you're working with it with yourself. Fear is a base chakra, where am I today elimination process, and it really feeds into what we'll study next, which is the mind cleanse. So to do the fear elimination, real simple process, it's close your mind to access the fear, close your eyes, breathe long and deep, and all you do is start to 1, 2, 3, name your fears over and over and over again. And it helps to say the statement first, I'm afraid that, or I have feared that. So if you just allow yourself to say it and fill in the blank, it will come out. You can do this by yourself with spirit. You can do it in a journal and write the fear elimination over and over and over again and say, I'm afraid that, I'm afraid that, I'm afraid that. This is a good practice just to clean out your nervous system, because you never know what kind of fears are lingering or hiding inside of you that you may not be noticing. So you can go into this meditation and just allow your fears to bubble up and come out. It's important to get them out in a circle of people who are witnessing you and speak them out loud. If you don't have a circle of people and you're doing a one-on-one session, your coach can be the witness, or you are the coach who will be witnessing people. And then also journaling, I am afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid. And then a burning ceremony where you take the fears and you burn them in a fire, rip it up. So interesting. Oh my gosh, I forgot to mention this on Thursday. When you're doing the burning ceremony and you've ripped up the paper, there are pieces of paper that will not burn. It is so amazing. So unless you're throwing them into a huge bonfire, well, even then, I've thrown them into a fireplace and there are pieces that actually get stuck and don't burn, and I've had to pull them out and be like, what? The burning ceremony shows you the stuck parts of your consciousness. We had this happen at Fem City, Syracuse, where we did a burning ceremony of our fears about money. And there were people getting stuff stuck all over the place. Like the paper wouldn't catch fire, certain words wouldn't burn, words just got burned into, and there were parts of it just left over. So your fears are such a subconscious obstacle, and they stand in your way. And when you do the burning ceremony, when you write them down and you put them on a piece of paper and you burn them, you will find out where you are really stuck. And then you can go back in, burn it again. My husband one time threw gasoline on it, which I think is cheating. You know, you have to really burn it without gasoline. I got on him for that. So, but anyways, burn your fears, and then whatever gets stuck in the burning process, you can always journal on or go back and do another layer. Like, so maybe my father gets stuck on the piece of paper, and so I have to go back and do more work on that. So it is really important to look for the stuck components of your fear, and it's really important to do fear eliminations. It is like saging the body. It's like taking all of that low vibrational residue out and allowing it to process. So all you do with this one is breathe and state your fears. Now, when you get to the bottom of the bucket of your fears, all of a sudden, and we didn't do this on Thursday because I thought it would take a long time, is all of a sudden positive will appear. So I may be working with my coach and I'm doing a fear elimination and I'm saying my fears over and over and over again. And all of a sudden, boom, I'll get this epiphany of like, oh my gosh, I'm supposed to be doing this. And then there's this surge of energy that comes through and it motivates and moves you to do it. So I have had some really incredible transformational experiences. So a transformative fear elimination is where you go through all the fears, and it may take a couple sessions. Get through the fears, get through the fears, get through the fears, get through the fears, until bam, there's like this clarity, wide open space. You've created this space and it fills with something positive. Anytime you do an elimination, make sure you fill with the positive. Fill as fast as you can. So when you eliminate, fill with positive. And do it in that session. So like when we do the mind cleanse meditation, what I'll show you how to do is like drop into the heart and immediately fill. When we do the fear elimination, what we did in class was we went on to do the mind cleanse and then we filled. So that was cool. But you just want to make sure that you leave your client filling with a positive that includes passion, pleasure, and they're purifying. This is the purification P that I use, which is purifying the fears. So as you purify the fears, this open space is going to be created. You're going to want to immediately fill it, or guess who's coming back? The fears. So you don't want to fill back up with the old pattern. You want to create a new pattern. So it's eliminate the fears, fill with something positive. Eliminate the fears, fill with something positive. I call this drilling down. So as you drill down beyond the fears, you'll drill in, boop. And that's what I call mining for gold. All of a sudden, this golden nugget will come up and it's like, oh my gosh, this is who I am. So fear elimination is really linked into life purpose and higher self-acknowledgement, in that if you drill down far enough and you get beyond the fears, you'll be able to get that golden nugget of wisdom that is the motivator and the filler. So the statement at the end of this meditation is what lives beyond your fears. What's on the other side? And then the other way to say it is, what do you want to fill the fear space with? So we did do that actually in class on Thursday. We filled the fear space with and I don't even call it the fear space. We filled the space with something positive, and then we went on that. So you want to make sure that you find the positive beyond the fears. Even if the person hasn't drilled down far enough, they can make it up, or you can help them make it up based on something that they're saying that you've heard is positive, and fill the space of that elimination with a positive. So close your eyes, breathe. I am afraid that, I am afraid that. Just keep going through it over and over and over again until you feel that positive bubble up. Fill the space with a positive, journal on it, talk about it, process it, or as you'll see in the next video, do a mind cleanse on it. All right, that's it for the fear elimination. Have a great day.